It's our local velociraptor. Okay, here we go, World of Tanks, and I am driving my Tier 7 British medium tank, the Comet. Uh, I've only just unlocked the Comet. I think this was maybe my 10th game or so in it, although I did play a 1v1. I unlocked it for a 1v1 tournament over this last weekend, which I took first place in, yay, so cha-ching, 500 gold. But XVM says we are a slight favorite here. I think it's a toss-up, and to be honest, when I was looking at at some of the teammates, for example, the IS-2, maybe our Churchill, I'm sitting there taking a look, and I'm thinking, this isn't going to end that well. But, we'll see what happens here. So anyway, I had originally thought about going to the hill, but then I decided I'm going to support the Type 64 going over the middle and maybe get a few cheap shots in on any of their scouts that try to push the ridge. So come up here, get spotted by that T-37 without getting a shot off. And the idea here is that I want to be able to abuse my gun depression. The Comet's got very good gun depression, although it's got fairly low DPM. But like an American tank, ooh, bad shot. Like the American tanks, it can get up, get that gun down, and surprise some folks with the ability to actually, get some damage done. So far, the only thing on the enemy team that we have spotted is the Challenger and the T-37. So I'm kind of working myself back and forth here, just trying to get a shot on something without opening myself up to too much danger from the other side. And yep, I nearly shot that friendly. I'm not sure if it was the Cromwell or the T-64. Fortunately, I wasn't quite ready to shoot. So, now that's what I'm looking for. KV-1 off in the distance, KV-2 off in the distance, and, ooh, even better, a T-67. So I line my first shot up. Not well aimed, but the Comet's gun is not particularly accurate. Now that one, on the other hand, and yeah, I did twitch to the left, but as you saw, the shot went back to the right a bit. So, got the OE experimental up on the hill. Come on, get out of my way, Mr. Cromwell. Okay, not a problem. Aim in, get the hit, and he just gets himself hammered. And I missed missed the jumbo, but somebody else does for him. So, we're up a tank. Still early, but we're still playing the ridge poking game, and I see trees fall right in front of me there, and that had to have been the KV-85, and that's what I was coming over here to work on. Now, at this point, I am pretty sure I am not spotted. Ouch. Okay, Scorpion. He takes care of our Churchill, but this KV-85 is spotted, so you know what? I'm sitting behind multiple layers of bushes. I am just going to work this guy over. Yeah, not a problem. Alright, so poking up again. Looking for shot on the T-37. Can't quite find it. But now off in the distance, we got the KV-1. Shot dipped. DPM on the Comet's actually pretty good. I've got my reload down fairly quickly. But the KV-1 was well angled, and so I gave up shooting at him. But on the other hand, this KV-2, that one might have hit, not sure. Looking for a shot on the T-37, can't find it, but you know what? Time to get out of Dodge, just in case somebody's got their gun pointed my way. They probably do. So, enemy team has pulled back, incoming round there, and enemy team has pulled back a kill, although we just pulled back a kill. So now everything is all even, and I should be unspotted. Went ahead and took the shot before I was fully aimed because the aiming on this is fairly slow. So I'm just going to go ahead and work over this 122 from a distance. So, down to the final shot where I could kill him. Bounce. And he stops backing up. And that one does for him. So, Okay, probably confirmation bias, but oh, so many enemies are down to that one shot status, and then I bounce a shot, or the gun just stops behaving, or something like that. So, all right, so we're still down a tank, and if you take a look at the team list, you'll notice that a couple of the enemy tank destroyers, the Scorpion, the T-25-2, and what's the other one? The SU-100 are not spotted yet. But given our control of the map, I am pretty sure they are all down in that southwest corner, and they are hunkered down just waiting for us to drive into them. So, as far as friendlies go, I have the IS-2 there off to my right. I have a Dicker Max hanging back just on the other side of the railroad tracks, which is a great place for him, by the way. T1 Heavy's trying to come over the tracks, and our Jackson is sitting down there in the just to the south, or sorry, just to the east of their base. So the enemy T-150 pops up, and so does the M7. So I'm trying to get a shot lined up on the M7, and waited just a little too long before I put it out, and had to duck back because nice shot by our Dicker Max to take the KV-2 out, but the SU-100 takes our VK-3601. So I'm trying to pop over, and I take a hit from the Scorpion, which is out there somewhere. And again, not spotted yet. So I knew I was taking a chance going over that hump because I needed to get over here to where I can get some spotting going. Now, I still don't have everything necessarily spotted except for that T-67, but the T-150 just took out our Chinook-Kai. Fortunately, the IS-2 took out their T-67, and there is the Scorpion finally, and I'm trying to get him, make a run on him, but then I spot the T-25-2, and he's in a much safer place for me to be shooting at. So I'm looking around real quick. The KV-1 and the SU-100 on the other side of the road, so they can't get me from where they're at. If they do try to pop up, the IS-2 is going to get a shot at them, but I'm looking at the mini-map and that T-150. So now I'm going to pause the replay for a moment. What do I do here? Okay, I've got 3 enemy tanks within very, very close proximity of myself, but the T-150 is pushing on our cap. Now, we do have one person in the cap, one friendly in the cap, and the question is, can he survive in the cap? I'm not sure that he can, and again, I'm looking at the team list, and I'm looking at the amount of firepower that we can bring to bear, and I'm thinking there's a Jackson in there versus a Scorpion, and I'm thinking that Scorpion is going to win that fight every time. And I'm thinking, even if I'm looking for the Scorpion, I don't know if that Jackson is going to be able to get get the cap. The Jackson and the T1 are going to be able to get the cap in time. So I make the decision that I am going to go the other way, and I'm going to go back and reset our cap. Because again, we had the IS-2 and the Dicker Max working, and this was a calculated risk on my part. So drive over the top. KV-1 gets spotted, but right now I'm looking for that T-150 that's in our cap circle, and there he is. I got plenty of range on him. I've got a premium round loaded, and sure enough, the T-1 Heavy gets taken out by the Scorpion. Now, the Panther is on here saying cap or lose. I don't think that's the case. Okay. T-150, working him over. I've already got my reset. I don't need to shoot any more premium ammo in him. And now, there. Okay, now the Panther comes on, calls us idiots, but T1 Heavy says, "Way to not help the people in cap," and the Panther comes back and says, "Yes, you, Ja." And you know, I kind of got to agree with him. I left them, the guys in the cap, hanging, but at the same time, well, I went back and I made sure our cap was secure. Not still 100% positive on whether or not it was the right call, but it worked out for us. Now, could I have come back and won if the enemy had taken out the IS-2 and the Dicker Max? Maybe, maybe not. But I felt reasonably confident that we had enough firepower to be able to take out most of the folks there before we would be in that kind of situation. So anyway, let's look at the post-game stats and we'll come back to that. So anyway, high caliber, fire for effect fighter, a bruiser, a spotter ribbon, which surprised me, and an ace tanker badge, which also surprised me, given that, this is only like the 10th match that I've played in this thing. So maybe not even that many. I'd have to take a look. So I have less than 10 or fewer random battles in this. So anyway, base experience 1390, base experience 3200 damage. But you know what? I want to say good job on our Dicker Max for picking up 5 kills, although he got only about half as much damage as I did. Our IS-2 came through by just being there. Our Yag Panther picked up a couple kills. Enemy team, really got to give a shout out to the Scorpion there. Did 2,600 damage, picked up 5 kills, did a very good job, especially there at the end of the game. Also picked himself up a Defender medal. The ISU 122S, I think he could have done a better job, but we caught him out in the open, so he didn't have a chance to really work things over. And then, the KV1, he survived to the end of the game, which is what you want a KV1 to do. So the T150 on the enemy team, where is he? He's right there. He picked up a few hundred damage and a kill, but I think he probably would have been better off coming back and trying to help his guys down in the southwest corner. I was able to catch him alone. I was able to use my view range and spot him from way too far away for him to see me. And at that point, it was just an easy kill for me. So fired 40 shots. Of those, 29 hit, 24 pinned. 2,000 damage from 300 meters or more. And here is the spotting damage. I just did 1,000. And again, I'm running a premium account for a very, very short amount of time. So 50,000 credits net after paying for that little handful of premium rounds I fired. Picked up 32,000 profit, 22,053 experience with the premium. And that rang up 4,100 experience total. So was it the right thing to do to leave my guys in the cap? Again, hard to say. I think it was the right call at the time, but looking back on it, maybe not. Maybe not. Then again, if if I hadn't gone back and killed that T-150, I might not have had the chance to get back to kill the T-150. Just don't know. Very, very hard to say. I'll let you all decide. Tell me what you think in the comments. So with that, hope you enjoyed the replay, and I will talk to you later. Bye.